What's good, everybody? Got a fun one today. So for me, I I like to set certain goals, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on a timeline. I know I'm probably going to title this "Goals for 2023," but this doesn't mean I'm going to try and hit these goals by December 31st of next year. What this means is I'm going to set myself up in 2023 to hit these goals whenever that time comes. This is something Natural Hypertrophy's talked about in the past on his channel, and I think he's spot on because with stuff like bodybuilding, you don't have you don't know when it's going to happen. It just happens at some point, and you want to take control of what you can. But after that, don't stress about it. So for me, it's setting up the methods, it's setting up the path for me to get to that goal. Whether it happens in 2 months or in 2 years, I don't really care that much because I'm going to be achieving that goal anyways at some point. I think that's the best perspective to look at hypertrophy training. This is going to take refining throughout the process, and it's going to take adjustments and program tweaks along the way. Of course, I'm not just going to make one change and everything's going to be perfect from there. So it's a challenge of obviously the physical challenge in the gym and training for it, but also the mental challenge of overcoming obstacles and breaking through plateaus that might come up at some point. So it'll be fun. The first goal that I have, and to me this is probably the most important one, is 17.5-inch arms. And of course, like I said earlier, this doesn't mean I want 17.5-inch arms by X date. I don't know if this is going to happen in March of 2023 or September of 2024. That's up for my training to decide. So this goal is actually the easiest one for me because I'm already in a bit of an arm specialization program. I've been running it for quite a while at this point with super high frequency and slightly higher volume and just mental focus. For me, it's a high priority mentally, so that's what I naturally put a little bit more effort into. I put a little bit more juice into those. Not literally. Someone can make a joke. Fuck it. But that's definitely a high priority for me, and I'm just going to I'm just going to roll with what I'm doing right now. Basically, what I'm doing is 3 times a week frequency, and for triceps, I have a slightly higher volume. I'll do 3 sets on my first lift for triceps, and I'm also adding in 1 set following that on a variation of that lift. So for me, it's going to be probably maintaining that and slowly increasing volume as we go. I do respond well to pretty high volume, so that's going to be the biggest change for me, is just slowly increasing the volume over time. And the biggest challenge I'm thinking right now is just I train in the morning, so I have to stop being lazy and just get up earlier, which is going to suck because I'm not a morning person, but I'll make it happen either way. As long as I want the 17.5-inch arms more than I want to sleep in 20 minutes. And that's going to be an everyday battle like it has been for the past 2 years. But hey, we all face some adversity, and that's a first world problem too. So number 2 that I've got, I do want to hit 27-inch legs. I'm at about 25.5 inches right now without training my glutes or hamstrings whatsoever. So I do think I can pretty quickly gain about half an inch back just from making up lost progress on my hams and glutes. And I think putting an inch on my legs, this is a goal that if I had to guess, I do think I could achieve this by the end of 2023. And I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket and hope that that happens and assume that that's going to happen, but I'm going to shoot for it. I don't really care when it happens, like I said, but yeah, 27-inch legs, I think that's a solid goal. That's a big ass leg, and I'm down to hit that. So I think the biggest thing for me here is going to be continuing with my plat squats and hack squats. It's a lethal combo. It works so well for me. My quads are blowing up like never before. And also reintroducing some hamstring work. RDLs are going to be huge. I'm probably going to start doing some machine RDLs too. A very easy setup after my power shrugs. Twice a week is what I'm thinking here, but I have grown pretty well off of low volume for lower body. Goal number 3 for me is 14.5-inch forearms. I definitely think this is realistic. I'm a hair over 14 inches right now, and I do think this is achievable in a relatively short period of time. For me, it's just going to be, again, sticking with what I'm doing. I'm training my wrist flexors a lot right now with stretch wrist curls and finger curls as my finisher at the end of the session. I do need to incorporate a little bit more reverse curls, take those very seriously, and probably get into some more hammer curls and pinwheel curls. I recently ordered more 10-pound plates, 5s and 2.5s for my dumbbells, so that's going to be getting used a lot more, and I'll just be incorporating more dumbbell work, which is obviously always good for the arms and forearms. Goal number 4 for me is bring up my chest and upper back volume. It's at kind of a maintenance right now. Like I said earlier, I do tend to grow better off of higher volumes. So for me, this is going to be slow. It's a slow increase. So what I'm doing right now is one lift, 3 sets for chest, and then one for upper back 3 times a week. And that's obviously 9 sets a week. And upper back's a little bit more complex because I don't count lat training and upper trap training with upper back. To me, upper back is mid to low traps plus rhomboids. So it's targeting that area primarily. That's going to be a lot of rows, stuff like that to try and build up my upper back area. So it's going to be slowly increasing volume, likely just adding 1 set of one lift, and then over time, every couple months, bumping that up to 2 sets, etc., and just moving that forwards. So that's obviously a big one for me. And for delt work, I'm on less than maintenance. My delts are smaller now than they were when I was doing even my power building stuff. Because back when I was doing my power building, I was squat, bench, deadlift, and then just hammer away at the delts and lats. So for me at this point, it's I have the potential to get big delts. I know that they're not at their peak right now. They're nowhere close to it. So it shouldn't take a whole ton to get back there, since I will actually have muscle memory this time. But I do think I'm going to go a little bit more methodical here and probably get the same results with half that effort that I used to put in. So I have a game plan for that. And then my last goal, this isn't really a goal, this is just something I have to do. It is going to be a mini cut. I really have no desire to be under like 15, 16% body fat. I'm probably at 19 or 20% right now. So I'm thinking cutting down to 16, 17 over a few week mini cut, and then just getting back into a slow lean bulk for the rest of the year. This will probably take place sooner than later. I could see myself doing this at some point in maybe February or March once I'm done with this lean bulk I'm doing now. So that's all my goals. If you guys have goals, let me know. I'll help you decide or give you a little bit of structure in the comments. So let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. And I know everybody else watching this loves to help each other out. So hit me up if you have questions. Hope you enjoyed the video.